Hello dear students, welcome back to my science class. Today I am going to continue with the chapter Nutrition in Animal, and this is part 3. So today we are going to learn about the role of esophagus and stomach in digestion. In our previous video already we have discussed about 5 steps of nutrition and role of mouth in digestion. In end of this video you are going to get some interesting question. I will expect that you will write down the answers quickly in the comment box after end of the video. So let's get going. Esophagus, which is also known as food pipe. From the mouth, food is pushed down into the next organ, that is esophagus. It acts as a passage to carry the food from the mouth to the stomach. No digestion takes place here, as because in esophagus there is no enzyme present, so no digestion takes place. It just take the food from mouth and send it to the stomach. The food is pushed down in a wave-like motion caused by contraction and relaxation of the esophageal muscles. This movement is called peristalsis. Here you can see peristalsis is occurring. Here the area of contraction followed by area of relaxation where the food bowl is. Again the food bowl is moved to the next part and this area will show contraction. See here, contraction and relaxation. Again contraction in this area and relaxation in this area. So alternative contraction and relaxation by esophageal muscle present in the esophagus. This movement is known as peristalsis. Next, this is very important, glottis and epiglottis, very interesting to know also. The glottis is the opening between the vocal fold in the larynx that is generally thought of as primary valve between the mouth and the lungs. So if you see here the position of the glottis, see this is the glottis, right? This is the glottis. So see, it is the common passage, it is the oral cavity through which food will pass down through this place, and this is the respiratory tract through which oxygen will enter through this place, right? And here we have glottis. The epiglottis. Epiglottis is a lip-shaped flap in the throat. This is epiglottis. This one. The lip-shaped flap in the throat that prevents food from entering into the windpipe and the lung. Okay, it stays open during breathing. This stays open during the time of breathing. Let the air to enter through this and reach into the trachea. But when we take food, whenever food is passing through this, it remains closed so that food cannot enter into the respiratory tract. This is a very important function of epiglottis. It let the air enters into the trachea but prevent the food enters into the trachea. So this is the function of the epiglottis. It just work like a lead, right? So the epiglottis is a lip-shaped flap in the throat that prevents the food from entering the windpipe and the lungs. It stays open during breathing, okay, allowing air into the larynx. During swallowing, it closes, prevents aspiration of food into the lungs and forcing the swallowed liquid of food to go along the esophagus towards the stomach instead. It is thus a valve that diverts passage to either trachea or esophagus. It let the food to go through the esophagus, it let the air to go through the trachea. I hope I am able to clear it. So very important role playing here glottis and epiglottis. Moving to the next part is stomach. You can see it is present in between the esophagus and small intestine, right? So in human, the stomach lies between the esophagus and the duodenum. Duodenum is the first part of the small intestine. It is in the left upper part of the abdominal cavity. You can see the position of the stomach here. Left upper part of the abdominal cavity. It is the widest part of the alimentary canal. There is no doubt in it. It stores food and digests it by muscular churning, that is mechanical digestion, and by secreting gastric juice, that is chemical digestion. In our first video we have discussed about mechanical and chemical digestion. I hope it is now clear that whenever food is churned into small pieces, that is muscular churning, that is mechanical digestion. When food is digested by the enzymes, by gastric juice, that is chemical digestion. Okay. So, continuing with the stomach, gastric juice that is present in the stomach. Just now we have learned that chemical digestion takes place by gastric juice. That is highly acidic. It contains water, hydrochloric acid and enzymes like pepsin. Okay. Pepsin is a stomach enzyme that serves to digest protein found in ingested food. Whatever protein is present in ingested food, pepsin, the enzyme that is present in the stomach, help in digestion. Pepsin as an inactive zymogen called pepsinogen. Parietal cells within stomach lining secreting hydrochloric acid which activates pepsinogen into pepsin. So what happens actually inside the stomach? Pepsin present as inactive pepsinogen. Okay. This pepsinogen in presence of hydrochloric acid, formula of hydrochloric acid is HCl. Okay. Capital H, capital C, small l. Hydrochloric acid converted into active enzyme, that is pepsin. Pepsin is the active enzyme. Right. Now what is the function of these pepsin? This pepsin helps in digestion of proteins. Okay. Proteins in presence of pepsin. Already we have read in our previous videos that proteins when digested, they are converted into amino acids. Right? I hope it is clear now the role of the pepsin in digestion. Now, role of hydrochloric acid. Just now we have read that it is hydrochloric acid that convert inactive pepsinogen into pepsin. What more? Hydrochloric acid is an essential acid in the stomach. It helps in destroying bacteria as well as other harmful species. If any bacteria or harmful species entering into our digestive tract through our food, it is destroyed by the hydrochloric acid present in the stomach. HCl converts pepsinogen, which is not active, into pepsin to metabolize proteins in our stomach. I hope this point is very much clear to you now. So this is the role of hydrochloric acid in digestion. Next, role of mucus layer. There is a layer of mucus present inside the stomach. What does it play? So, our stomach is lined by a protective layer of mucus. It is a protective barrier to stomach acid. The stomach which secrete HCl, hydrochloric acid, just now we read about. So these hydrochloric acid is harmful for the walls of the stomach. So the mucus layer, it is a protective barrier to stomach acid. The mucus lining of the stomach helps to prevent the stomach lining from the negative effect of excessive exposure to the hydrochloric acid. What hydrochloric acid is secreted in the stomach, it can digest its own wall. So it is the function of the mucus layer, it protects the stomach wall from the exposure of the acidic effect. So it is very interesting to know about these also and very important too. Now, as I have told you that end of this we are going to ask you a few questions. I hope you will be able to answer the questions. So let's start. We are going to take a quick quiz. Question number 1 first. Name the enzyme help in digestion of protein. Quickly write down your answer in the comment section. Name the enzyme help in digestion of protein. Just now we have read about. Moving to the next question. Another name of food pipe is. What is the another name of food pipe? I hope you have written already. Keep a check to the spelling that you are writing the spelling correctly. Next, name the acid secreted by stomach. Very easy, I know. Next, name the lip-shaped flap covering the glottis. We'll move to the last question. Movement of food via esophagus is known as. Quickly write down all the answers in the comments. See you in the next video. Thank you.